Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Here is our 6-1, 6-3, 6-4 review, and I'm going to be using another piece of scrap paper because I clearly did not give you guys enough room here, so I apologize. Alright, let's get to it. So for number one, what I'm doing here first is I'm looking if anything can cancel out on tops and on bottoms with my numbers. So I got a 6, a 21, a 5, and a 6 on my bottom. Can you notice that there's a 6 on top and a 6 on the bottom? So 6 divided by 6 cancels out, and I get just 1. Which leaves me with a 21 on top in my numerator, and it leaves me with a 5 down low in my denominator. Cool. 21 and 5, there's nothing that can go into both of them, so it is what it is. Now I go across my numerators. A to the negative fourth times a to the fifth. I add my exponents, and I have a to the first. I only have b squared on top. And I only have c cubed times c squared is c to the fifth. Okay. Now, down low I have 5. Then I have a cubed, b to the negative fourth, and then I have c squared. Alright. Next thing I'm doing is I'm taking a look at my numbers out front, which again I'm good with. 21 over 5 is 21 over 5. But I'm doing over here, I'm doing a's over a's. You take your top exponent minus your bottom. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. I'm going to get back to that in a minute. 2 minus negative 4 becomes 2 plus 4. That's 6. And then 5 minus 2 is 3. Okay. So I'm really close now. Clearly you can see that. I just don't want negative exponents. So that a to the negative 2, I can send that to my denominator. And so I end up getting 21b to the 6th, c to the 3rd divided by 5a squared. I have only an a, b, c once. I have no negative exponents. Everything's fully reduced down. I am good to go. Alright. Over here for number 2, okay, what I've got, let's see here. You want to work with your parentheses first. That negative 3 exponent goes to both terms. So I have 3 to the negative 3rd, and I have y to the negative 6th. All over 2x to the negative 1, y to the negative 2. Okay? Okay. So, this one's a little trickier. Now, if you'll notice, I have 3 to the negative 3rd. Okay, so bear with me here. Since it's a negative exponent, I need to flip it. Okay? So, before I get to that, though, let's just go ahead and do this. 3 to the negative 3rd. Can you notice how over here I have y negative 6 over y negative 2? Negative 6 minus negative 2 becomes negative 4, because I'm doing a plus, all over 2x negative 1. Alright, I'm going to get a little trigger happy here. All my negative exponents I'm going to flip. So notice, x negative 1 down low, that comes up top. The 3 to the negative 3rd comes down low, and the y negative 4th comes down low. When you flip them, you make them positive. Okay. So I'm super close now. My x's and y's are good, but I want to combine these. Guys, this is just calculator work. 3 to the 3rd is 27 times 2 is 54 y to the 4th. That would be one instance where you want to plug in the calculator and get an actual numerical value. Okay? Yeah, and we're good then. Okay? So very, very nice. Okay, 2 decent problems there. All is good. All right, now multiply. Here's the key thing. Multiply. It does not say factor. What you have here is a plus 2b cubed, which means I have 3 of them. It is not as easy as some people make it out to be. You have to FOIL the first 2. So first, outer, inner, last. A times a squared. A times 2b, 2ab. 2b times a, another 2ab. 2b times 2b, 4b squared. Okay. So, these two are the same. I'm going to combine them together and get 4ab. Okay. So, what do I have now? I have a trinomial, 1, 2, 3, times a binomial, 1, 2. This a gets multiplied in all 3 things, and this 2b gets multiplied in all 3 things. So, here we go. A times a squared, a cubed, 4a squared, b, and then 4ab squared. Okay, all I did was multiply the 8, all 3 of those. Okay. 2b times a squared is 2a squared b. 2b times 4ab is 8ab squared. 2b times 4b squared is 8b cubed. Okay, I put them underneath there because now I have like terms to add together. A cubed is by itself. If I add them together, I get 6a squared b plus. If I add them together, I get 12ab squared. Cool. Plus 8b cubed. You are done here. That's it. You multiplied it out. Please do not try to refactor it. When it says multiply, you are trying to expand. You're not trying to condense. Okay? Very, very good. So, definitely more of a challenging problem. This one over here, number 4, all right, this is more kind of up your alley. This is what you're used to. The other one was a little bit more with 2 variables. So I'm doing the same thing here. This 2x, you're multiplying to all 3 terms. This -7, you're multiplying to all 3 terms. How do I know that? Directions. Use directions to your advantage. 2x times 2x squared is 4x cubed. 2x times -2x is -4x squared. 2x times 5 is 10x. Okay, down low. -7 times 2x squared is -14x squared. -7 times -2x is positive 14x. -7 times 5 is -35. Okay, a little bit easier with one variable. Here's 4x cubed minus 18x squared. Just combine them because they're both negative. Combine them. 24x minus 35. Guys, you are done here. That's it. You win. Alright? You don't have to do anything else. Huzzah. Okay. Very nice. Now, number 5. Okay, we'll keep going for a little bit long here. Look for a GCF first. This is definitely a more difficult problem. Alright? Now, what tips this one off? Well, I see something cubed, so I know I'm going to use my sum and difference of cubes formula, which, again, will be provided for you. But before I get there, 54 and 128, they're not perfect cubes. However, I can take out a 2 from them. If I divide both of them by 2, I get 27r to the 6th minus 64 v to the 3rd. Okay. Now, because it's minus, I know I'm going to use this formula. Alright, a minus b, a squared plus ab plus b squared. How do I know that? Again, the cube. You're looking for the cube. That's a big tip-off. Okay, so what is the cube root of 27r to the 6th? All right, well, you can do, pardon me for a second, as I scrummage around my desk. If you guys hit the math button on the calculator, and you come down to number 4, there's your cube root, and I'm typing in 27, 3. So I know the cube root of 27 is 3. Now, the cube root of r to the 6th, you just need to take your exponent and divide it by 3, so r squared. Sorry, you cannot do that in a calculator. You can't do variables in a calculator. The cube root of 64 is 4. Again, use calculator if you need to. And the cube root of v to the 3rd is just v. So I've got my a, I've got my b. All right. Now, 2 chills out front. My a minus b is 3r squared minus 4v. My a squared, now guys, please listen here, okay? You are squaring this entire thing, both the number and the variable. When you square 3, I get 9. When you square r squared, you get r to the 4th. Your number one mistake here is you're going to put a 3 there. Okay, I'm telling you right now, please be careful about that. Plus, ab is this times this, so 12r squared v, plus b squared, b squared's right here. You square the number and the variable, 16v squared. You are done. That is it. You do not do anything else. The hardest thing about these problems is, I know you guys can do them, you have to know when to stop. Alright, so like here, you've done it. You've done your sum of, or difference of cubes rather. Alright, wrap it up. You're all set. Okay, so very, very good. That's number 5. Let's take a look at number 6. Number 6, okay, 8 and 125, lucky us, we know that 3, and there's 9. They're both divisible by 3, so this is another difference, or in this case it's the sum of cubes. So this one's going to look like this. A cubed plus b cubed equals a plus b, a squared minus ab plus b squared. Okay, we got to figure out what our a and our b are. Well, a is the cube root of 8x cubed. So the cube root of 8 is 2. Cube root of x cubed is x. B, the cube root of 125 is 5. The cube root of y to the 9th is y to the, again, we're just dividing by 3, third. Okay, I got everything I need. All right, I'm plugging it right in this formula, which we're giving you. So 2x plus 5y cubed, and then parentheses. Okay, I'm squaring both the number and the variable. 4x squared minus, multiply them together. 2 times 5 is 10. X times y cubed is xy cubed. And then plus b cubed, I'm squaring both the number and the variable. 25y to the 6th. You win. Okay? Please note how quickly we did that. That was like about a minute long problem. Okay? So all you're doing is you're following the pattern. That's it. Alright, that's all you're doing. And then you're done. Alright, let me see if I can bust out number 7 real quick before my 15-minute time limit's up. Factor completely. Okay. Hey guys, do you see a number that can go into all 4 of these? Hopefully you see that there's a 3 that can go into all of them. So that, oh, you can also take, nope, we're good there. So if I take out a 3, I'm left with an x cubed plus 4x squared minus x minus 4. Okay. Sweet. Now, so inside here, okay, when I have 4 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4, right, I can do factor by grouping. Let the 3 chill up front. What can I take out of x cubed plus 4x squared? Well, not a number, but definitely a variable. I can take out an x squared. And I'm left with x plus 4. Sweet. What can I take out of negative x minus 4? Well, a negative 1, which leaves me with an x plus 4, which is cool because I know they're the same. I'm feeling really good about myself right now. 3 still out front. X plus 4 is the same thing. If I cover them up, I'm left with an x squared minus 1. Alright. This is a tricky problem, but it's a fair problem. Okay? You were so close to being done, but this is something really special. Okay? This is called a difference of squares. Alright? And I know that because there's a minus sign, and they're both perfect squares. So, that's 3 parentheses x plus 4. I can break that down to 2 parentheses, 2 binomials, x plus 1, the square root of x squared is x, the square root of 1 is 1, and then the other one is x minus 1. Okay, please be careful about that because it's very likely that we're going to throw one of those at you on the test. Okay, so we've tackled about half of this, which is very good. Okay, it is a lot. Now, granted, we're throwing a lot more at you on this review than on the test, so take a look at that. Video 2 is on its way. And as always, keep up the good work and good luck. We're all counting on you.